Hi all, welcome to the Marquee Matchups, no risk trading for the week of the 3rd of March. Apologies for this being super late this week, just been juggling all the uploads about this week, so it's been a bit of a disjointed week for the Marquee Matchups extra videos. So if you find this useful, as always, if you can smash the like, it would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GTheLegend. All the links are down below for playlists on the channel and social media links as always. Plenty to cover in the no risk for this week, so let's jump in. So Premier League as usual, plenty you can buy from like your EPL options. The good thing is as well, like players like Danny Simpson, Jordan Pickford, Harry Arter, basically the new upgrades, a lot of them you can nab for 600. And the good thing I've noticed is, still for now, you can get away with the players in particular that have been upgraded. A lot of them still have the price ranges down at like 300, so you can make sure to put your bids in at 600 and you can kind of readily nab them. And where they're useful or not, if you've got one in your club and one in the transfer list, then what you can find is you'll already make profit on your 600, especially on players like Pickford or El Neni, because at the end of the day they're selling for just over 600 on a quick sale. But I've seen some people nab them for 550, but to play it safe you go 600. Championship, plenty of players as per usual, and for me just now, the Norwich players are the ones that I'm trying to get the most because of like big games coming up, and they're kind of the more common ones to nab. But you can also nab quite a lot of the Brighton players. Lewis Dunk's recently been given an upgrade as well. Not too many yet I've seen of them, but there's still quite a steady flow of Brighton players to get their upgrades. Calcio as said, plenty of upgrades from here that you can nab. I've managed to nab a couple of Wallaces since this has happened. I haven't had any, and same for Rossitini. Fofana is another, and Berisha with their upgrades as well. Fofana I've yet to nab any for 300, but I'll get them yet. But hopefully, like players like Gagliardini, if you nab him for 300 you're laughing. And then the good thing is Laxalt, Diawara, obviously Laxalt you won't really get for 600 just now due to the Cavani SBC, but it's still worth. I've noticed that some people just let it run out and you can eventually nab them. Obviously Bundesliga you could kind of cover your back with that as well for this week. Hellas Liga, the Greek league, plenty of options that you can nab. The good thing is practically the whole league you can nearly buy just for 3 teams for like no risk, which takes a bit of doing. You can get yourself a couple of goalkeepers, you can buy yourself a defence, you can buy a midfield, you can buy a strike force, and it kind of covers your back. A-League, you don't have to worry about Castro and Bobo. I'll just buy a couple of them just to cover my back, but no real big concern for either of them. K-League, you've got Lee Dong-Goot, you've got Yuan, and you used to have Leonardo, but he is no longer in the league, and that's a bit of a bummer, but you've still got a couple of options to nab yourself for goals. MLS, you've got tons to work with, like Perez, Garcia, Nguyen, Nikolic, Nagbe, Felheiber, Blanco, who's also been recently transferred to the league, Morales, so there's plenty. Usted, with a lot of teams you can practically build a decent team out of the MLS. Swiss League, you've got like Lang, Boca, Mvogo, Balanta, Kayo, Karlstrom if you can nab them, but obviously Karlstrom no longer plays for Grasshoppers. Zurich, he now plays in the Swedish league, and he is still yet to actually get a new card for the league, which is a bit odd. But then obviously the Russian league, you've got plenty to work with. I've been trying to nab more of these guys just because of the upgrades. There's been quite a few upgrades in the Russian league, like Paulos, Asmun, and plenty to work with, I would say, in honesty, and it's worth keeping an eye on the Russian league due to the upgrades, especially if you're trying to complete league SBCs. A lot of these prove useful, getting these players on no risk, and you can eventually sell them on for a bit of profit. But as usual, last league, SPL, you just get Celtic and Rangers and you're well and truly covered, plenty to operate with. Hope you find this useful. As always, remember to smash the like, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you all later.